And we are back. Hello everyone, welcome back to 5 Minutes Code channel where I will be explaining the solution of every problem of lead code and Geeks for Geeks within less than 5 minutes. So without wasting time, let's get started. Today's problem is min cache to add for palindrome, which is marked as a hard level problem. Let's find out what we will be given into this problem and what we have to do. So we will be given one string s and its length can be anything from 1 to 10 raised to the power 6 and it will be containing the lowercase characters. Okay, alright, a b c d from a to z, anything it can be, and duplicates can also be present. Okay. Alright, now what we have to do? We have to tell the minimum number of characters added in the front so that this whole string becomes palindrome. Okay, so if my given string is ABC, what should I add in the starting? So that the whole string becomes palindrome? I should add CB. I should add C and B. So now whole string is palindrome. So how many minimum characters I need to add? I need to add 2 characters. So the answer will be 2. Okay. Similarly, if you will take this string, let me copy paste it here. So for this string, what minimum characters I need to add? If you can see, this much is the palindrome, this much is palindrome, this much is palindrome, and the remaining 2 elements a and a, these need to be added. If I will add these two, something like this, the whole string will become palindrome. So 2 characters are added, again I will simply return 2. All right, so this is the way which we are going to solve this. Okay, so this is the explanation, but how are we going to solve this? It's a very tricky one. So the brute force approach, if you want to understand what is the brute force approach, a b c, the 3 characters are there. Now look, I will check if my c is equal to a. If my c is equal to a, no, it is not equal. It is not equal. So what I will do, it means I need to add one character. So let's say I have added one character, that is C. Okay, all right. After that, now I will be moving to this B. So this B and this A, are they equal? No, they are not equal as well. So what I will do, I will add one more character. Okay, all right. So I've added one more character. Now both the pointers are pointing to A, and A is like single character is always palindrome. So 2 characters I added, I will simply return 2. Okay, all right. Similarly, you can check this one as well. Whenever 2 points are not equal or not coming equal, I will simply add 1. Okay, and again check. All right, so in this way there is one brute force, but the time complexity of this is n square. Okay, all right. So then the question is, how are we going to solve this? If I will take a very good example, short one but good one, that is MAMAD. Okay, MAMAD. Now what I will say is, if I can get the palindrome, if I can get the minimum prefix, come on, let's think one more time. If I can get some prefix MAM or MAMA, which is also the suffix, means prefix and suffix both are same. So I can, let's say, copy the remaining elements. In reverse, and I can get the answer. If I can get the minimum, like the prefix which is also the suffix. Okay, so for this one, if you will check what is the prefix that is also the suffix, that is MAM. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to add the remaining 2 elements DA here. So I will just get the count DA and I will simply let 2, I will get the count 2 and return it. Okay, but how are we going to solve this? If you remember the yesterday's problem, KMP algorithm, so there we used to calculate longest prefix suffix array, which will be very useful here. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply, given my string is MAMAD. Okay, all right. And now I will add one more character here. Let's say dollar I will add to make it separable. Like this is the current string and this is the reverse string. Something like this. I hope this one will be clear. This is the current string. This is the reverse string, and I, let's say, combine them both with dollar to mark it like from where it is starting, from where it is ending. Okay, all right. We are good till this point. After that, what I need to do is very simple. I will keep on calculating the longest prefix suffix. If you will see in this whole array, string, what is the longest prefix? That is also suffix? Come on. What is the longest prefix that is also the suffix? Okay. So that is MAM, because here is prefix is this and suffix is also this. Okay. So both are same, and yeah. So this one is I hope this one will be clear. This much will be clear. Okay. So now what I will do, I have got three length prefix, which is also the suffix, and I will, let's say, subtract the s dot length. I will subtract the s dot length minus the longest prefix suffix. S dot length is what? 5. MAMAD was 5, and longest prefix suffix is 3. So the remaining element which I need to add is 2. Okay. All right. So this is that much simple. I hope this one will be coming to you. If you take one more examples, many examples you can take, and you will be getting the same thing. If I will take this one, let me write it so that uh, okay, something like this: A C E C A, something like this. Okay, now I will add dollar to differentiate both of them, and now add the reverse of this. Add the reverse of this. 4 times A, then C E C A. Okay, all right. Now can you identify the prefix, longest prefix, which is also the suffix? Okay, so AA, if you will see AA, yes, both are present here as well. AAC, yes, both are present here as well. AACE, yes. AACEC. So if you will take from the reverse here, AACEC. Okay. After that, AACECA, something like this. But here it is not present. Okay. Okay. It is still present. It is still present. AACECA, something like this. ACECA. Okay, something like this. Now I added one more A, something like this. AACECCAA. So that is also present. You can see this whole string is same. Okay, but if I will take one more A here, one more A I will take here, then it will be having issue. Then it will be having issue. Okay, so you can see like only till this point, only 5 characters. Okay, not 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 characters are there, which is present as prefix as well, and which is the suffix for this, So if I will return, if I will subtract the whole string length minus longest prefix suffix, I can get our required answer. Okay, all right. So longest prefix suffix is something which I've already explained once yesterday. I will add this description, the problem link in description as well, so that you guys can reach to there as well, and I will be explaining that as well while going through the code. Okay, all right. So let's take string reverse. First of all, string reverse will be equal to what? If you are using C++, there is a direct method, I guess, to reverse, but if you are using Java, there we can use it something like this: dot to string. Okay, so something like this. Now I've got the reverse. Let's make the whole string, new string, is equal to s plus, let's take one dollar sign to add a differentiator and then reverse. Okay, something like this. And after that I will be trying to get the longest prefix suffix for last index. Okay, so that I can get from this LPS. Here I will pass this new string, something like this, and at last what I told, whole s dot length minus length of LPS. Okay, so this will be our code, and now we just need to write the LPS function. Okay, so let's write it: static int LPS. I will be getting one string s here. Okay, so what I will do, first of all, I will be have to make a LPS array as well. So let's take LPS array is new int, and it will be of size s dot length, something like this. And after that, look, after that what I will do is let's take one size as well to use. I will use that as well as dot length, and take 2 pointers. First one, length of the um, let's say length of what? Length of the longest prefix, that is also suffix, equal to 0, and I will start from one index. Why? Because 0 index, if you will see 0 index for this A, longest prefix, if you will say, what I want to say is longest prefix means proper prefix. Proper prefix is something like it is not including the whole prefix. Okay, so whole string we don't have to include. So for that I will be using I is equal to 1, and yeah, let's go then. So while I is less than size, I will keep on continuing this loop, and whenever I will be getting LPS of I is equal to LPS of length, which means for this, let's say for this A is let me delete all this. For this AA, I'm getting the same equal. Okay, so for this two length string, the LPS will be 1. LPS will be 1. Okay, all right. So if I'm getting something like this, what I will do? First of all, increase the length of the longest prefix suffix, store it at I index, and after that increment our I pointer as well. Okay, all right. Otherwise I have to do two things. Two things. Okay, if I have reached till the very starting, okay, if I've reached very starting, so in that case length will be equal to 0, not equal to 0, otherwise it will be equal to 0. Okay, so if length is not equal to 0, in that case I will do something like new length will be LPS of length minus 1. Okay, I will explain this. Otherwise I have to start from very starting. To start from very starting, what I will do, I will be moving my length to 0. Now there is no longest prefix suffix for this index, and I will be adding 0 to that index as well, and after that I will simply increment I to next to check from the next. Okay, all right, and that is it. If I will be coming from here, I will simply return my length, which is the longest prefix suffix. Let's try to submit this once and check if it is getting correctly accepted or not. Okay, it is giving me some error. Let's check that as well. Oh, I have done a very big blunder, and that is I have to not compare LPS, I have to compare S dot caret I, something like this. Okay, then only it will be, let's say I'm comparing the characters now, I don't need to compare this length LPS array. Okay, something like this. Now let's try to submit it again. I think it should get accepted now. Meanwhile, if you have loved the explanation, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video. Let's directly submit this. This is taking too much buffer. So yeah, this LPS thing I've already explained in my previous video. I will attach the description link as well, so you can go through that and check it. Okay, it is getting accepted. I'm getting my gig bit. If I want to explain it, so for this, let's suppose, let's try to explain it here. For this array string MAMAD. Okay, so start from this M 0, and my I, if you will see, my length will be 0 and I will be 1. Okay, all right, I will be checking if s dot caret I is equal to s dot caret length. No. Okay, so I will come here. At present my length is 0. My length is 0, I will be coming here. Okay, length is equal to 0, it will remain 0. Okay, LPS of I is equal to 0. Okay, so 0 was filled here in LPS. Now it will be here as well. I was 1. After that, I plus plus. Now I is pointing to this M. Okay, length is here. Length is here and I is pointing to it. I will again check. Yeah, they are equal. Okay, so increase length. Okay, length was here. If you will remember, length was pointing to M. Now it will be pointing to A. Okay, LPS of I. I is what? This M. LPS is an array of I is equal to length. Length is 1. Okay, all right. After that, what I will do, increment I. So I will be incremented to this A. Okay, all right. Moving on. A is same again equal. Okay, so I will again do what? Length is 1 here. It will become 2. Okay, so now again increase the pointer. This and this. Okay, M and D. So again I will check, are they equal? No, they are not equal. Is length 0? No, length is also not 0. Okay, so I will be going in this for loop now. So length is equal to LPS of length minus 1. Length is equal to, new length is equal to LPS of length minus 1. Length is M. LPS of length minus 1 is 0. Okay, so it will be pointed to 0. Okay, length will be 0 now. Okay. Okay, so 0. After that I will come here again, LPS of I will be 0. Okay, so 1 2 2 is the maximum length of prefix suffix. Okay, all right, so in this way we calculate longest prefix suffix. I hope this one will be clear. So you can find out the code in the comments in the GitHub as well. I will upload there and you can get the link. Meanwhile, if you have loved the explanation, please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like the video, and I'm going to see you again tomorrow. Till then, keep on coding and bye.